Huzzah everyone. So today we're going to talk about affordability. What sort of things are going to scupper your chances of being able to borrow more money? What's going to stand in your way and reduce the lender's ability to lend? I'm going to break it down for you. And as always guys, do like, do share, do follow for more content. When people come to me, we always look at everything they've got, all their financial commitments, how many children they've got. And I think people are quite surprised by the impact of some of the financial decisions that they make. Now look, children are children. If you've got kids, you can't make them disappear. They are there. That is just the nature of life. And therefore, if you have kids, they're going to cost you money. And that's going to be a drain on your finances. The bank appreciate that. That will have an impact. That's the way it goes. But there are some decisions that you can make. I'm not saying get rid of the kids. There are some decisions that you can make that will have a direct impact. So for example, it might be that your car is on its last legs and you're desperate for a new car, but you're also desperate for a new house. So what comes first, the car or the house? Well, the house should come first, because if you get the car and if you need finance for that car, then there's going to be a financial commitment. It's going to cost you whatever it's going to cost you. You will have also just done a hard footprint credit search on yourself, and you will have borrowed some money, and therefore there is a facility that's been given to you, and that's going to have a direct impact on how much the bank will lend, because all of a sudden you're having to part with some money and you've had your credit impacted. Okay, so if you're paying 400 quid a month for a car, and for some of you might think, bloody hell, who's paying 400 quid for a car? I see that all the time. So 400 pounds for a car, and you know, you've got, I don't know, 2 grand a month coming in. All of a sudden you haven't got 2 grand, you've got 1600, because 400 pounds is now committed to the car. Now you might only have 200 pounds for a car or 100 pounds for a car, whatever it might be. You could have made the decision to hold back. It could be that, you know, you really want that holiday. So you're thinking about putting all that money on the credit card, going on holiday, coming back. Again, you've now got money on the credit. Now that's okay if you can clear that credit card. But if you're paying the minimum payment, which a lot of people are, then all of a sudden there is another financial commitment. You've used a facility and you've got a monthly commitment to a payment that is going to be something that the lender has to take into account. You've got to remember, guys, that you've got a set amount of money that's coming in every month. And from that set amount of money, the bank is trying to determine how much of that can be allocated to the mortgage without putting too much of a financial strain on you that you can't then not pay the mortgage. The last thing the bank wants to do is repossess your home. It's a real nightmare, okay? And they don't want to do that. So they're trying to lend you responsibly. So they're going to be looking at. So look, if you've got kids, you've got to bear that in mind. All right. If you're paying child maintenance, you've got to bear that in mind. If you are thinking about financial commitments, credit cards, loans, HP, you might want a new sofa for the front room. Again, all these things. I get some people who start buying stuff for their new home before they've got the keys for the new home. You don't do anything financial until such time as you've got the keys. Guys, you want to put yourself in the strongest position to move forward. So if you are thinking about getting a mortgage and you want to have a chat with me, why don't you reach out? I'm here to help. Huzzah.